so that my voice is clear to everyone. Yes, thank you. So before we start, I want to just keep a little bit of facts and figures in front of everyone. So firstly, tourism constitutes about 10% of India's GDP, right? And the current situation has resulted in average decline of 65% in the hotel occupancy. Many hotels are finding themselves to be shut, mainly because there is no travel, lockdown is in place, and businesses are advising their employees to work from home. Right. Abhimanyu, I would request if you can put everybody on mute. That would be great
Sure,
so
sure,
that we don't have any background noise.
sure.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you. So, the number one consideration post COVID is the health and safety of employees, of guests, because hotels all around the world want to reiterate and keep assuring their customers that hotels are safe to come again. People around the world, people in India are scared. Business has fallen not only in hotels but even in restaurants. And we are seeing many business models. For example, a company like Zomato, which is into food delivery, has now pivoted and started doing grocery delivery. And the only reason that it's happening is because we are right now viewing everything with suspicion. We don't know whether the hotel that we are going to go in, the bed that we are going to sleep in, the food that we are going to eat is of highest hygienic standard or not, right? So, as we all know, um, you must recall that when the 26/11 attack happened at Taj, there were a whole bunch of security measures that immediately hotels started taking. Right? There were extra security measures. There were scanners. There were your luggage started getting scanned. All of this did not happen earlier, but it started happening after the 26/11 attack. Similarly, now in the post-COVID world, we will see that hygiene and sanitation is the number one consideration for guests before making a choice as to where to stay, right? So hygiene is no longer just about kitchen or just about housekeeping. Hygiene is now everybody's job. Engineering, front office, F&B service, security, everybody will double up as a housekeeper, because gone are the days when we would say that, okay, this is KST's job or this is housekeeping's job and I am not supposed to clean my area. Everybody is now responsible for the hygiene and cleanliness. Some things that we will start immediately seeing is hotel employees wearing masks, hotel employees wearing gloves, sanitizing surfaces which are frequent touch surfaces, for example, railings, elevator buttons, telephones, and countertops. They will start getting sanitized every 1 hour, right? Hotels will start to display their hygiene certification like a badge of honor, and that will be displayed in various, high traffic areas. We will see many different changes in the hotels to come, and I think students will benefit to know that the executive housekeeper and the hygiene officer might become the new poster boys for hotel brands. Okay. So I'll start with the presentation. I hope it's visible to everyone. So the first is, of course, we have to understand what hygiene is. So cleanliness, as we know, as you must have heard, is cleanliness is next to godliness. It is the way we will impress our guests. Now, we will not only have to assume that the guest knows that the five-star hotel is clean, but we will have to show it. We will have to market it. Many hotel brands have already started putting small videos of the detailed cleanliness that is happening in various areas of their hotel. So, hygiene, as we all know, is a series of practices performed to preserve health. For example, many guidelines have been issued for, like if you want to sneeze or cough, you have to do that in your into your elbow. Earlier, when staff would say that they are unwell, they would be viewed with suspicion and said that take a medicine and come to work. But not anymore. If a staff says that they are unwell, there is no chance that the hotel can take to have a potential infectious disease spread. So, in terms of hotel hygiene, it is very, very important that destruction of bacteria and viruses happens on a continuous basis, right? Moving on to the next slide as to why hotel hygiene is important. 78% of hotel guests believe cleanliness is the most important factor affecting their choice of where to stay. Now, I won't be surprised if this percentage goes up, right? 71% of guests will say that a dirty bed sheet, if they find a dirty bed sheet in the room, they're most likely to walk out of the hotel. And 69% guests walk out due to unclean washrooms. You yourself would notice that if you go to a restaurant or you go to a hotel, prior to the lockdown, you make an impression about the place basis how clean their washrooms are. So this is very, very critical, and it makes an impact about the brand. Now, what do guests think about it? Some of the reviews that, let's say, the Lalit has got, because I represent that company, uh, is here for everybody's viewing, and you can see that the best hotel in terms of cleanliness and hygiene. So, this is the first thing that a customer is talking about. It tells us not only about the brand, but also the mindset of the customers, that how important this is for them to make a choice about where to stay, right? Similarly, the next one, where they're saying in the second line that the staff was cordial, promptness, and hygiene consciousness was also promoted at the premise. So we have to be visible about our hygiene activities. We have to show the guests that we are very, very conscious about hygiene and cleanliness standards. Because not only, like I said earlier, we are to assume that the guest knows that this place is clean, but we have to continuously communicate it, whether it is through posters, through videos, or through actually a staff cleaning it with proper gear, etc. So, hotel hygiene recommendations, like we said, that a poor hygiene standard can be very damaging. It can impact customer loyalty, and in most cases, the customer is less likely to return. As I said earlier as well, washrooms play a critical role, and guests make an impression about the cleanliness standards of the whole hotel based on how clean a washroom is. So this is a very critical area, whether these are bathrooms in the room or let's say public area washrooms in common areas like lobby, banquets, restaurants, etc. And of course, the major touch points in a hotel, which is front desk, guest rooms, washrooms, kitchen, dining areas, spa, and conference centers. These are the major touch points that that a guest is noticing when he's in the hotel. So let's elaborate on what exactly guests will notice when they come to a front desk or a lobby. Well, as soon as they enter, when they see the lobby, how clean the lobby is, how shining the floor is, a very important element of cleanliness is also smell, right? How does the guest, what is the fragrance in the lobby as soon as they walk in? It should not be overpowering, but if it is a pleasant fragrance which is subtle, then it registers in people's mind, and it also becomes synonymous with the brand. You will find that when you close your eyes and think about your favorite restaurant, you will often remember how that place smells. Now, remember when you would walk into a McDonald's, for example, how it would smell, right? And for example, if you were to close your eyes and walk into, let's say, a mall, let's say a lifestyle brand, how that would smell. And let's say you walk into a shoe store, how that would smell. These are very, very different smells. and we often associate a place with its smell. So that's something to be remembered. Um, Floor should be shining. Like I said, it has to be something that housekeeping has to take care of, especially in areas which have high footfall, like the lobby, the washroom, and the banqueting. Um, Moving on to the next slide, when we come to guest rooms, we will see that in the post-COVID world, when the guests will be checking in, we will especially have a briefing on sanitization that is happening in the hotel. There might be different set of amenities, for example, hand sanitizers, masks that every guest will start getting if they are not carrying their own, because that's another communication you're doing about your seriousness to hygiene. Um, Another thing which is very important, and many videos have been made, and you would find them on the net, is that people are putting hidden cameras or hidden inks to see that if the hotel room has actually been cleaned. It will be very, very critical uh, to use different set of dusters, let's say for cleaning the room and cleaning the bathroom, different set of dusters for cleaning the telephone. Glasses, for example, will have to be completely replaced and not washed in the bathroom, for example. Okay. And high usage items like remote controls, light switches, headboards, they will have to be cleaned. The chemical that is now being used for complete disinfection is 1% sodium hypochlorite, and that is nothing but diluted bleach. One will, of course, will have to be careful as to not to have a damaging effect on the existing furniture, upholstery, etc. in the room, right? When it comes to washrooms, like I said, I haven't, I've said it again and again. I'm going to repeat myself. When it comes to washrooms, the one thing that most often gets neglected is the corners. So, taking care of corners is very important. Okay. And making sure, for example, communication like putting a paper, like on the WC saying that the toilet has been disinfected for your use, can have a lasting impact. We used to have such kind of things many years ago, but we will see stuff like this coming back. Kitchens and dining area, of course, have always prided themselves in certifications like ISO 2200 or HACCP certifications. We will have to be extra careful in terms of glove usage, in terms of mask usage, in terms of hand hygiene. There will be mandatory certifications of health and hygiene that every employee will have to go through before they are allowed to join back the shop floor. This will be very, very critical. The hygiene officer will become an extremely important person in the hotel because of the audits that they will conduct, and strict action will have to be taken for employees who are not following hygiene practices. Spa and leisure facilities, well, we will find that it will take some time to open back again. Right now, spas, salons, gyms are closed, and for some time, I see that they will be closed. This is mainly because when people are working out, there is sweat, saliva, same machine is used by multiple number of people, and there is risk of contamination. Of course, swimming pool, where there are multiple people in the pool at one point of time, until we find that the current situation settles down. We don't know that when swimming pools will open again. But as of now, the current hygiene practices are to maintain a certain chlorine level and ensure that we keep wiping surfaces in often in, let's say, an hour um, duration. When it comes to conference rooms and banquet halls, we will find that social distancing, because of the norms of social distancing, the capacity of the banquet hall will be reduced, almost half, right? Because we will have to maintain adequate space between two chairs or two seats. We will see a lot of meetings happening through virtual medium. But until then, if, for example, social functions like weddings and engagements, we will have to just wait and watch as to when that happens. Until then, if at all functions are happening, we will find that buffets will completely go away because, again, multiple use cannot be allowed. We will find chefs standing behind buffets and serving customers. We will find sneeze guards, which will protect the dishes or the food items against any kind of contamination, and so on. Uh, we have already seen that there are small pre-packed bottles of water which are given and not glasses in a common water jug. We will see that those small mineral water bottles make a comeback. They were removed because of sustainability factors, but we will see that guests are more and more hygiene conscious, and until this scare settles down, we will have to go back to using individually packed water bottles in banqueting. Um, well, when it comes to care policies for the coronavirus pandemic, we will see many hotels tying up with hospitals as the first responders. So we will find that hotels will actually advertise that they have tied up with this hospital brand for an immediate response to any customer who's showing symptoms or any employee who's showing symptoms. And we will have to be very careful on refreshing the room, completely sanitizing the room, and making sure that the room is completely stripped off of all the items that were used by the previous guests who were staying in that room. Uh, like I said, there are many guidelines which are issued by the World Health Organization, WHO, and it's accessible to all. But I think we already have seen that there are floor markings, let's say in front of reception counters. There will be floor markings in elevators so that there's no overcrowding and we maintain the norms of social distancing. Elevator buttons are sanitized and cleaned every half an hour. And we've seen a lot of innovation. People have put toothpicks in guest elevator so that people can use those toothpicks to press the buttons, and it's a completely non-touch activity. People will try and minimize contact in most services, although we understand that until we reach a point that robots are delivering all guest services, there will always be an element of touch. But hotels will be careful in terms of, when their employees are there, all employees are wearing gloves and masks, and we are communicating continuously that hygiene is extremely important. Um, Also, we will have to ensure that our staff, is continuously communicated. We will have to not only ensure social distancing between guest and staff, but also two staff members, right? And very, very strict measures of not touching your own eyes, nose, mouth while you're at the shop floor. It will be extremely critical because such things will be taken as a complete, you know, critically important thing. So that was from my side when it came to hotel hygiene and the importance of hotel hygiene. I'm sure all of you are reading a lot of articles and taking reading the news and stuff and keeping yourself updated. And you yourself would have read many things that I've just shared with you today. But I just want to keep on, reiterating that hotel hygiene health, safety, and hygiene security will be the new norm for most hotels. Most international customers will not come back to India at least for this year. But starting next year, we might see some guests coming back. Even when they do come back, there will be a lot of tentativeness. There will be a lot of apprehension, and we will find that instead of hotels talking about food and romantic getaways, etc., hotels will market how much attention to detail, how much um, stress is being given on hygiene practices, which will make customers feel safe and secure, and which will enable customers to come back to hotels. I know we cannot stay down for a very long time. This it is bound to go up, but it will. We will be operating hotels in a very different manner. That is for sure. That's it from my side. I'm open to questions.
All right. So, thank you very much, ma'am, for expressing your important and experienced views and ideas and knowledge sharing with us. So, any questions from our faculties, from our another hosts? Any questions?
Okay, so what people can also do is chat. There is a chat option here, and people can type in their questions, and I can, take it at the end. Maybe you can start with the next session,
Sure.
and if a question comes, people can type it in the chat box, and I can answer it at the end of the next.
Sure, sure. So there is a chat option available. There is a chat option available. If anyone has any query, please put in the chat and we will address it at the last. So thank you very much, ma'am, for expressing your views and knowledge sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
It was a pleasure.
yeah, so moving to our next key speaker, Mr. Sudhir Kumar Verma. Sir, welcome you in the webinar. And Mr. Sudhir Kumar
Thank
Verma,
you.
yes, sir. And I would like to briefly introduce you with everyone. Mr. Sudhir Kumar Verma is the Corporate Training Manager, Ananta Group of Hotels. And sir is presently associated with Ananta Hotels and Resorts, Rajasthan, India, as a Corporate Training Development Manager. And as a hospitality professional, he has more than 19 years of core experience with diverse hotel operations, academics, and functional and behavioral training. Sir is also a certified trainer by Octane Performance Solutions, Gurgaon, India, and with the additional achievement of a diploma in training and development from Indian Society for Training and Development under the Ministry of HRD Government of India in 2015. Sir is certified for completing Food Safety Supervisor Certificate of Competence from Food Safety and Standards Authority of India in Jaipur on 22nd February 2018. Sir, you also master in business administration in hospitality and tourism from Jaipur, Rajasthan, and so also has a certificate of completion from MBRU, University of United Arab Emirates, on Let's Break the Chain of COVID-19 Infection on 6th April 2020. And sir also has recently gathered a certificate of achievement from Google Digital Unlock for the successful completion of the fundamentals of digital marketing on 21st April 2020. And I'm very honored to represent Sir by reading his profile. That Sir has also conducted various workshops in orientations for a variety of industries and businesses at their workplaces and at industry conferences and meetings. IIHMR University for their lead healthcare workshop jointly organized by Ortho Clinical Diagnostics and IIHMR Jaipur. Sir has been as a hospitality resource expert for Kanauria PG Girls College, Vivekanand Global University, JECRC University, Jaipur National University, IILM Academy, IHM Jaipur, and other hotel management colleges. Sir is also impaneled with syllabus design and redesign for Jaipur National University, Rajasthan IIT Skills University, Sir welcomes new joiners in various HM and MBA institutions, IIS University, IILM Academy, IHM Jaipur, IIHM, CHA, etc. Sir is also external counselor for different hotel management institutions. Sir is a jury member for the award function, KMA Awards for public speaking. Sir is judge for the inter-college competitions and an industry expert for the recruitment of institution faculty. So, sir, with this brief profile review, I would like to welcome you to express your views on the said topic.
Thank you, Abhimanyu, and thank you, Amity, for giving me this opportunity. And once again, happy to see you, Richa. And you have already taken major points on hygiene. And to start with, for hygiene, though I am not here to give you a presentation, but yes, the basics, which something which can be spoken about is hygiene is not just for ensuring health and safety of the staffs and customer, but also plays a major role in defining the perception of a restaurant, which Richa has really taken and pointed out so many things. And after COVID, it is to be very, very integral part that how you are taking it things in with the guest as well as for the staff. Because if our team, the one who is actually taking the baton on, is not trained well on the how we have to speak about the to let them know about what exactly it is that is very, very basic. And when they are coming to your hotel, let's say if they are coming through the transportation given by the hotel resort or something like that, so sanitizing and keeping the cleanliness of the vehicle, which also talks about the guest when they are coming from the airport pickups, and also for the staff when the vehicle is coming, and the social distancing. And for that, we are from a company where, and in my previous companies also, for social distancing and to make the people learn that. And as Richa has pointed out, so many points like for the elevators, for keeping a distancing at the reception, and moreover that it would be from hygiene and from the COVID, after COVID, when we are lockdown is over, yes, hygiene is going to be the first part, but then at the same time, as the WHO has spoken about the FBOs, and there is a certain guidelines, and that compliance has to be taken care by all the hotel. If we are talking about the hotel segments, since the topic is on the hygiene for the hotel industry, there are many basic things which has to be taken up. And of course, when we talk about taking into the entrance, many automation is going to take place now. And from the hygiene, whenever the guest is coming to a hotel or a staff is coming at the entrance, there would be a temperature check which will be done. And it was rightly said by Richa, my previous this thing, that yes, if there is some temperature, is some staff is going to come up and say the similar thing will go with the guest as well. If it is the temperature check is talking about above 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, it is something which is very, very critical. It would not be taking it so lightly. So talking about the temperature and all the awareness which everybody is having now is something which is also to relate with the hygiene. And yes, how you are going to keep your staff well is also very, very important. Why? Because if you are not going to keep your staff nicely and in a hygienic environment, they are not going to give you the same kind of, because if they are treated well, they are going to treat our guests who are going to be the prospective people who are going to actually get us the revenue, which is the factor now. Customer, but now is the time when we are going to gear up our team, because there is no business at the moment, and most of the hotels, they are working with the team. In fact, you would not believe, I am with my different hotels, we're giving my training managers at the same time with the app like your and at the time Google Meet. We are giving training to the team now also, so that they should be motivated and they could be as a boon to us after the lockdown, and they could perform best. So hygiene, keeping them sensitized with the hygiene, getting all the areas where how it has to be done, where how things to be taken care. And of course, for hygiene, when we are talking about the cleanliness part, it is the one step is that when we are going to keep our team well, the guests are also going to be taken on to the next level. And it has been nicely pointed out by Richa, every detail of it. Yes, now the team has to be on a multitasking. More of it, as it was, this hygiene manager and a housekeeper is going to be doubled up together to be a single role. And when you're coming to the reception area, there would be at times when it is going to come very soon that you are going to, even the guest who is doing the reservations, we are actually making the reservation online, everything, and they are just keeping the social distancing in place. They would be doing all the formalities online, and they are just would be given the key and they would be directly given the way to the room. So keeping the cleanliness on those lines. When they are in the rooms, of course, we have to request the guests whether they are interested in going for a turn down service or not. It is not that it is a planned nowadays, that it is already planned up and we do the turn down services in the, it would be a request because hygiene. And when they are sitting in the restaurant, once they are sitting, usually in the fine dining restaurants, what we do is we at times, usually what before COVID, what we were doing is we were laying the napkins to them on their lap or assisting them with the napkins. Once the guest is there in the restaurant and he has taken a seat, whatever is there on the keeping the social distancing in app, you are not supposed as a server to touch any of his things, whether it comes to napkin or anything, unless and until he moves out from that place. And of course, due to social distancing norms, allocate alternate rooms vacant in between based on the occupancy levels. If there is a need be to the guest, we have been doing, and of course, there would be something to do with the placement of a tent card mentioning that the room and other touch points have been sanitized, which would be the trend. And of course, we would be adding some amenities like sanitizer also into the room, which was in most of the hotels, they were not. Now it would become a mandatory at touch points like at the reception, in the rooms, in the restaurants, everywhere. So to keeping the hygiene and cleanliness, and yes, the hygiene manager has to take a big role in getting all the audit checklists made so that he could drive it such a way and it would not, and it would be critical to the business. If that is not keeping in proper attention, then it would become a problem to everyone. And when we are talking about this gym and spa, which is of course the sweat where it comes out, and when it comes to the touching of the body, which would be always depend upon opening to it, would be always on the norms of the government. And once that will come, of course, that would be taken up and with serious hygiene practices to it. So based on this and sanitizing every area, whether it is, we have been doing it from the hygiene perspective when we talk about the anti-skid in the bar area where spilling of the water is there, where the guy, where the staff, they stand and they work, and there is, when we were used to, when we were in college and when we were in the hotel, it was like nothing should get broken, but also it helps in the hygiene and the cleanliness so that the water doesn't touch the glasses. Same time, when there is a, at the entrance of the porch of the hotel, you would be having this dust flooring, which is the nomad flooring. At the same time, at the reception, we would be giving them an opportunity to staff that they should be having an anti-fatigue mat, so that the cleanliness part is everywhere, not only by just giving sanitizers and everything. This also part has to be taken up with their understanding and thinking, yes, they are equally important, and then they would be able to give the best of the services to the guests. Of course, when it was said like that the guest, in front of the guest, we don't have to be, earlier it used to be said like you don't have to be seeing the guest table and what they are eating or anything. Apart from that, we also have to sensitize the team that you should not have to have your hands going to your face or to your nose or to your mouth or to any part, because that will also going to create an I mean, we have to sensitize the team accordingly also. And yeah, most of the things which I am feeling like as if something which I am repeating it again, because she has taken it so nicely, the presentation. But yes, there are certain questions which can be always taken up. we in future, we are in the process of making the new SOPs for our hotels, and you would not believe we have got to the level of that if there is a sales and marketing team in place and they are going for outside, we would ensure that they should not they should go back to their, from there they should go to their hotel room, and from there they should send the report, because getting them in the serious time in this hour is something which is not critical to the business, because cleanliness and of course the staff uniform also need to be sanitized properly. Steam press or heat iron can be used. In-house made face masks will be given with across all the staff, so that they should feel that yes, when they are there with all the gears which is provided, and so as the guest would also feel that yes, they are in the safe hands. You would not believe we have for this sense hygiene, cleanliness and sanitization, we have got a certification done for our entire team, so that when they come back after the lockdown, we can ensure that the guests, when they are there back in the hotel, we can actually broadcast that you are into a safe hand, and our all the team members are certified with a COVID awareness certification program, which is also being given by the WHO, and you must have been seeing, people have seen it on LinkedIn as well. So this is these are the small tools which we have taken, that where the team is sensitized, at the same time a guest who is coming back to hotel should also feel that yes, they're in a safe hotel. Yeah. So by this, I would sum up that, and at the same time would request if there is any questions which is for there for me, either through the chat or you can come up, pop up straight away to me. Yeah.
So, thank you so much, Sudhir sir, for expressing your important views and analytical aspects of your hotel operation, and driving all the discussion towards the various important considerations which are going to be there in the hotel industry post this pandemic. I'm really thankful to you, and I am pleased to observe that you have. Yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. In between, it was blank.
All right. I'm sorry for the poor internet connectivity at my side. I'm really happy. I'm really happy to make a note that you have focused on sanitization, social distancing, employee performance. The most important point you highlighted was keeping the team well. I mean, which is the most important thing to do for any business organization, not only hotel industry, for any organization. It is the primary responsibility to keep the human resource well. So you have focused on that in your address. I'm really happy to observe that. Then you have focused on very another important aspect, that is multitasking, which is highly required and going to be needed after this pandemic time. And then
Correct.
another important innovative point you have highlighted is about asking for a turn-down service. This is very innovative, which will also encourage the social distancing, which is being highlighted everywhere to be followed. Then you have talked about that restaurant procedures will change. Like earlier, waiters used to open the napkin and lay it for the guest, but now it is probably not going to happen, because we have to follow social distancing for a long period of time. So it was very important point you have highlighted, and I'm really happy to share that with everyone, that you have highlighted and mentioned that. You have also talked about that you are implementing, designing, and innovating new standard operating procedures, such as if you are sending your sales and marketing team to the contacting and the guest calling, they will be following the social distancing, and they are directly going back to their rooms and compiling everything, rather than coming back directly to the hotel for some point of time.
Correct.
You have also
Sure.
focused on staff uniform, gear sanitization, steam iron, use of hot hat, calendar machine. I mean, there would be new innovations in these technologies. Then house-made face masks. So I'm really happy for highlighting all these points from your end. And so basically, I have a very small question to ask from you, sir, if you permit me to ask.
So yeah, please.
So, sir, can you elaborate little bit on employee performance post this pandemic era? What will be the impact on employee performance, or what will be what is the change you see after this pandemic era in the employee performance?
See, I have already shared, and my most of the discussion was keeping, and you have also, I mean, said the same that and repeated what I have said. That if you are going to keep your employee well, then only you can expect the guests to be there. Because if they are not motivated and they are not with energy, they would not be able to perform well. And for them, for that, you have to take care of them first. Like if we are saying that yes, for the guest, as I have also mentioned in my what I have just said some time back, is that when you are taking care of your guests regarding when they are coming to you and they are you are checking your temperature, then you are making their keeping everything automated and then asking for their uh, sanitization or mask. The similar thing has to happen at the time office also for the employee, so that they should feel that yes, they are well taken care. And of course, if you are going to take care of your employees, the performance is it's going to be doubled what you can think of, and they would further feel that yes, they are in safe hands and they are well taken care. And hygiene and these basic things like cleanliness, when you talk about giving a clean washroom to a guest, if you are equally giving a clean washroom to the or locker to a employee, you are giving a clean and good food to the hygienic food to the staff, they are give you back with best of the results. And yes, in this pandemic area after this, these the business are going to, it is spoken not only to this industry, it is everywhere. So if we are going to take care of them, they are going to be our asset and they would be the one who would be churning out the revenue again to you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for
Yeah.
expressing your views on the question. So, any questions
Thank
from
you.
anyone? Any questions from anyone?
One point I have actually gathered from this um, uh, our our discussion, that sometimes this hygiene part that is visible, and if it is not visible, as Richa ma'am already mentioned, that we have to make an announcement that it is clean. So that is
Sure.
typically every point, and really I appreciate that. Sometimes we expect everything is clean, and and if it is that is the expectation of the guest also. But if you can announce it in proper places, that will create and like confidence in the guest with the hotel.
In the guest
And
eyes, yes, sir.
yes, I really like that, appreciate that point. Thanks to both of you. Okay, and similarly, this type of actually small points which we think that we expect automatically, we take it for granted that it is done in that way. So there is nothing to announce, but let us announce it and let us make it prominent that yes, we exist, we are taking care. Every moment we should announce it. That is very important. What I feel. And post COVID,
Yeah, act of doing and
uh,
displaying is very important.
so it is sort of self marketing. Even if it is doing it,
Correct.
let us do it once again, and let us
Correct.
put it in writing and
Sure.
displaying.
Right.
That gives much more like importance.
Right.
Okay, thank you very
Correct.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pal sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Subroto Pal sir, for rightly mentioning it. So, any queries? Any more questions from our key speakers? They have spared their valuable time to come for us.
From the students also, if there is any query, they can always ask. It is on not on a particular subject. It is in about hotel industry. It is about our survival. So students, please come up with questions, and we can take it to a different level, and over to our sister.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So my question is like,
Yes, Chatak.
Yes.
Chatak, we cannot hear you.
sir, now can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, now we can hear you.
So my question is that it will be some of the job loss.
Hello, we cannot hear you.
Chatak, speak again. Chatak, speak again. We cannot hear your question. We cannot hear your question, Chatak. I believe I will represent this question. I got some words. So Chatak,
Yeah.
you keep your mic on mute. I'm representing your question to our key speakers. So he was talking about some prospective job opportunities. So maybe probably after this era of pandemic, what will be the prospective job opportunities in hospitality industry? Maybe this was the questions.
You want me to reply on this?
I want
I
Richa.
think it is beyond the limitations of our like a topic, but I think like in the overall the scenario everywhere the same type of problem is same. All organizations are facing the same problem. So at this moment, I think the topic that we are discussing is beyond the limitations of that. Yes,
No, no, that's okay.
Mr. Subir. Please,
I
please.
would like to add on to this. I can understand this is the question of a student. And before this COVID had started, we had done some campus selection. So it's just from my company, I'm sharing it to you. So most of the company, as Sir has just said that, yes, it is other than the topic, but since it's the curiosity of the students, I felt like sharing it to them that, yes, there are certain problems which are coming up, but then we have in our company, I'm representing Ananta Hotels and Resort. I had selected few students as HOTs from IHMs. Okay. So I would not like to take the name, the place which IHM. So most of the places they have said that they are not going to take them up right now. Of course, they are yet to give their exams. Okay. When the results would be out, you also, everybody knows that even the 10th result is not out. Okay. So what we have planned in our company is that, yes, maybe we can defer their joining date. Okay. We will not say that we will not take you. Okay. So we are taking them, and they are, rest assured, those students. They had given me so many calls, sir, our employment is there, or yes or no. So these kind of queries are coming in, which I would say that in my company, we have ensured that they would be joining to us, and maybe in the fourth quarter. Because by then, everything would be okay and perfect. Because even you are talking about when it is coming on news, the vaccine is expected to come by September. Okay, everything would get settled, and the international business we will only expect in the year 2021. So maybe by December or in the first week of January, we will be picking them up back. This is what we have spoken to the colleges as well, whom all we have selected. Yeah,
All right.
I think it sounds to the.
Yes, sir.
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Subhi sir. There is one question from Kunal sir. I would like Richa ma'am to please
How,
address.
sir, we cannot hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mic was on mute. Apologize for my mistake. All right. So there is a question from Kunal sir. There is a question from Kunal sir. I would like Richa ma'am to address this question. What are the new traits that industry will look in students aspiring to join the industry?
I think when I hope I'm audible. I think when the hiring does start, as you know, hiring in most companies is frozen, and like Subir said, joining dates have been deferred in best case scenarios. Right now, it's a question of survival of many organizations. Then comes the revival of the industry, the hospitality industry and the tourism industry. And the third is when the industry starts to thrive. As far as there are many knowledge sharing sessions that I have been part of, to McKinsey, KPMG, and all the Bain Consulting, and these are international consulting firms. And the prediction that they are forecasting is anywhere between 2 to 3 years to come back to the status of 2019, right? So that is what we are looking at. So I don't want to spin a rosy picture in front of students, but I also don't want to discourage you. I want to tell you that the biggest demand is going to be in housekeeping. Okay, housekeeping is going to be critical. Hygiene officers, like I said, are going to be again a very critical position. Many of the functions will move online. Whatever can be moved online will move online, right? So we will see revenue functions, for example, moving online, learning, training and development moving online. A lot of HR functions will move online. So please update your technological skills. That will be very important. And I think in hospitality, the trait that has always been the most valued is a can do attitude. You know, I can do it. Don't be restricted that I am in food production, I will only do food production. There may very well be a day that chefs are doing service on the table. So it will be an age of multitasking, multi-skilling. You will probably see new service models where one person is doing everything from check-in to room service delivery to amenities to making the room and to check out. You know, we don't know. We are right now in the process of predicting things. We are right now in the process of seeing the best business model and the best fit. And every company right now is actually looking to another for answers. But I can say with confidence that the trait that will be most required in any new journey will be resilience, will be the trait of flexibility, and will be the trait of a can-do attitude.
Thank you, Richa ma'am, for the lovely explanation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richa ma'am. Any more
Thank
questions?
you.
Any more questions from anyone? Because we are closing to the end of webinar, so whatever the questions, if anyone has, please raise now. Any more questions from the students? Can you guys hear me? Students, please. All right, so can our speakers hear me?
Any question from the tourism students? I think, yes. Hello. I think someone tried to put some question, but lost.
All right, so if there are still any questions, please ask. Otherwise, we are going to conclude the webinar for today. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, Abhimanyu, you're audible, but what I can see is that there aren't any more questions. You can collect the questions if students have it later, and you can always mail it to us. We'll be happy to answer.
All right, ma'am. So
Great.
so thank you very much,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Richa ma'am and Sudhir sir, and students and respected faculties for joining the webinar. With a concluding note, I would like to conclude the webinar that one of the possible traits which can be acquired during this period of lockdown is the harnessing the new innovative skills, as our speakers have rightly suggested, that moving online, having can-do attitude, and learning things which can be useful in maintaining the social distancing will be highly useful in the upcoming time in the future. So, with this note, I thank our key speakers and our honorable respected faculties and my dear beloved students. Thank you for joining this webinar, and we hope to organize such marvelous, wonderful webinar in future also. Thank you very much. Kunal sir, anything you want to say in conclusion?
It was
Thank you, Abhimanyu.
really a very informative session, and thank you everyone.
All right.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Richa
you.
ma'am.
For
Thank you, Sunil sir.
very such.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Richa ma'am. Thank you, Sunil sir.
Thank
Okay.
you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Same to
Take
you,
care,
ma'am.
Richa.
Thank you.
We'll connect.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
So, Pal sir, should I end the meeting?
It is over at this moment. And for the students, the note is I hope we all hope that you have taken some running notes and try to attend as many webinars as possible in this period, lockdown period. Actually, syllabus is over for almost all the subjects that you know better. And so my suggestion is attend all the webinars, those which are related to our trade, maybe something related to our future also. So that is my suggestion. And try to get at least few points from each of the webinars. Write down. If you don't write down, you're going to forget, for guaranteed. Okay.
Agree.
And that's from it's my side.
Right, sir.
And thank you very much for attending. Okay.
Thank you.
So, Avasti sir, I think I can close this at this moment.
Yeah.
And that's all. Okay. Bye.
I think we'll clap for Avasti, sir.
I'm clapping.
Very well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
Very well done, everyone.
Thank you very much, Kunal sir, for encouraging. But I would like to clap for everyone from SH team and everyone. I mean, who has helped a lot. Who has helped
Great,
by
great,
calling and
great.
guiding. Thank you, everyone. Clapping for everyone. Thank you, Kunal sir, Pal sir, and Laka sir.
Thank you, sir.
Akshay sir, Abhishek sir, Ruchika ma'am, Shivani ma'am, everyone. Thank you. So with this note, I'm ending the meeting.
Please end.
Pal sir, I'm ending.